What's up, everybody? It's your man, Martini VIP. I'm at Four9 Cigars with the one and only, the men, the owners, my man Garland, man EB, and of course, the master roller, LaRon.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
And it's a pleasure to be sitting here talking to you.
Likewise.
You have inspired those of us babies in the aficionado world to step up our game. So I want to thank you for all that you do, man.
And thank you for the support. Thank you for all that y'all do for us.
Oh man, we appreciate it. So we're gonna be sharing the smoke here. This is Four9's podcast. This is our first one. So we want y'all to like and follow and tune in. We're gonna have these all the time. So we're gonna start with LaRon here today. As you can see, every time he get around cigars, he just won't stop moving. I try to sit and have a conversation with him. He's lighting, cutting. So since he's doing all that, we just gonna start right there, man. So kind of tell us just a little bit about you and how you ended up in this cigar game. I'm a cut while you talking.
All right. Well, I've been smoking cigars for about 30 years, since my late 20s, and I've always enjoyed a good cigar. And so after my last duty station here in San Antonio, I decided I wanted to figure out how cigars were made, and what it took to create a good cigar. And so, actually, a funny story, I did start looking it up on YouTube, and you'd be surprised at how many YouTube videos there are about rolling your own cigar. And so after I dabbled with that for a little bit and kind of practiced up on my own, I looked up a course, went to a course and sat with a master roller for about a week. And after that was just practice, and then I ended up contracting with Babalu's out of Austin. Yeah, so I do cigar rolling events and things like that. But I've always enjoyed a great cigar, so I can actually say I've been enjoying cigars for about the last 12 years. Because when I was in Iraq, we would smoke a cigar. Guys, we would get together, and some of the guys were aficionados, and they actually taught me how to actually enjoy a cigar instead of just puffing on and smoking it. I started to understand the flavor concepts and the different notes. Yeah, so I've been doing it for about 30 years.
Oh, wow. Well, first of all, and also thank you for your service, man. What's going on, bro?
Good. You all right?
See, we got people coming through all the time, so we're in location right now at Four9. Again, we're talking to LaRon. He's the master roll out here. So again, thank you for your service. I know you did several years in the military, man. So honored to be sitting here with
you as well.
I did, but you reached that top level, man. I can't mess with you.
Nah, I was just a servant leader. That's all I was. A servant leader. I had no power.
Well, I'm glad to be sitting here, man. So when you talk about the master roll and everything you went through, did you envision one day that you would actually be basically a store manager at your own location?
No, actually, when I was younger, I wanted to be an architect. so life just happens. But when I met EB and Garland, it was just a right place at the right time. They told me what they were doing, the concept. They said they needed somebody to help them out, so I said I was all in. So I've been with them since ground zero.
You've been a godsend, man. You've been a godsend. I want to get into some of these blends that y'all have over here. I know, what goes into what's the thought process for actually picking the cigars that will go inside the Four9 humidor?
Well, it's a lot that you got to take into mind. The main thing is what our customer and clientele base, what they like, and then being able to avail them to different flavors, different cigars, something new. Of course, you have your household names, Arturo Fuente, Cohiba, Macanudo, things like that. But we always want to give them something new, some other flavors. And not so many boutique cigars. There are a lot of great cigars out there. We just want to make sure that we're providing the best cigars for our clientele in this area.
Is that, when you say the best, is that just based on the taste of you and the owners, or is that the aficionados in the world? Are you reading literature? How do you determine the best?
All the above. All the above. Yeah. It's not just based on our palate, because if we just had a bunch of cigars that we like in here, we probably wouldn't have the clientele base that we have.
Right.
You know, it's about reading, studying. You know, when new cigars come out, we all try them together. We compare notes. You know, we read up, you know, aficionados. You know, we read the profiles on them, read the reviews on them, and then we say, okay, well, we'll put it out to the customers and see what they think, and if we get a pretty good following on it and they like it, then it's a cigar that we bring into the lounge.
Okay. So, I mean, you have tons of cigars in the lounge. You got to get, what is this, 22806?
22806 North US 281, Suite 101.
Suite 101. So that's the address. And you have tons of cigars, and then I've seen your posts and I've seen you talk about the brands you have in here, the Macanudos and whatnot. But I wanted to talk a little bit about this particular smoke. It's my favorite, but I have no idea what it's called. So, number one, why is there no band on it? And kind of what's the story behind this? I call it my no-name cigar.
Well, this is the Persian King 6x60 by Grand Habano. So this is a hand-rolled Nicaraguan cigar. It's got notes of cedar, wood, earth, and tobacco, of course. But this cigar is basically it started out as one of my favorite cigars. So being a Honduran and a Nicaraguan blend, it's a really great smoke and it's inexpensive. As you can see, it's got a pure wrapper on it. The Connecticut wrapper on the tip gives you a different flavor once you get past that first third.
Okay.
So they made this just out of in order to provide a quality stick that gave complexity without doing too high end.
Okay, because this is you had an event here one night and you kind of gave a little mini masterclass on high end, low end, you know, your everyday stick, your special celebration stick. What does this fall into that masterclass explanation?
This is a great everyday smoke.
Okay.
This is a great everyday smoke. It's got a little pepper to it, so it's a little spicy, but it's nothing too bold. It's a full body, but it's still mellow enough to where you can enjoy it in the morning, enjoy it in the afternoon, after dinner. It's a really great stick.
Really great stick. Okay, so we talked about this, the prices and the Macanudos and the Fuentes and all that kind of stuff, man. But y'all I'm gonna put this one down for a second. Y'all took a picture last night, you and the owners of this new Plasencia. So before I get into the details of it, I want you to talk about, you know, this new Plasencia stick. This new Plasencia stick. Y'all see that? Check that out. So what's up with this new?
The etouffee means it's the translation for celebration. So Plasencia has been working on this stick for 10 years plus, specifically for the World Cup. And so started out with a deal where it fell through and they couldn't get it out, and so it's been sitting there just curing for the last 10 years, and they finally got it. They came up with the plan in Qatar, and they were able to pull a deal through, and Etouffee was born.
Wow. So it's a World Cup
limited release. After these are gone, they're only made 25,000 boxes. It's a Nicaraguan Honduran blend, 10-year aged tobacco. It's in a pure wrapper. Once this is gone, it's gone.
Wow. So I went in the humidor. I don't really get shook by a whole lot of stuff. I really don't, but I walk into the humidor and I go and get my normal stick. And I saw these and I reached to put my hand to get one and I saw the price, man. So talk about the price point, man. Come on.
Well, like any great cigar, of course, if it's limited release, it's going to be a little pricey. So the price point on this cigar is $65 per cigar.
65.
$6.50 a box.
$6.50.
What?
I'm with you. I'm not arguing. I'm with you.
There are some people that pay $1,200 for a box of cigars.
Wow.
Or more. There are some Opus X out there by Arturo Fuente that can run you anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 a box.
What?
Yeah. So but it's a limited release. This cigar is well worth the smoke. As you can see by the picture, we enjoyed it last night, and I'm going to tell you, it's worth every penny. This is a great stick, and I actually smoked it. I paired it with a nice rum, and it really went well. The rum helped it open up my palate, and it brought out the additional flavors in it, and it was just really nice to my palate.
Wow. Well, you heard it. The Placencia. How do you say that?
Placencia.
Etifah. Etifah. It's in Arabic. It's translated to Arabic down here on the band. You can see that. So I want you to come on out 22806 US Highway 281 North, San Antonio, Texas. The Suite 101. Four9 Cigars. We share the smoke here at least monthly. We're gonna do it at least monthly, but I get to sit here and sample these beautiful cigars. He won't just give it to me though. He won't give me no kind of discount. I got to pay for whole full pocket. This is my man too.
I gave you a little bit of discount. I gave you a little bit of discount. What? I can't give you everything.
Yeah, I know, man. But you said you pair it with a little rum and then you go. But this is the latest cigar in the Four9 family. Come on out, get you one, get you a box before they go, because you said they're selling pretty fast.
Yes, they're going fast. So right now, I do have some more boxes coming. The first 5 have already, the first 4 out of 5 have already sold. So I've got about 6 left on the shelf. So if you want them, give me a call, come out to the shop, ask us to hold them for you. Hey, we'll do what we can to try to get you one of these cigars, but they're going fast. So you better come on out and get one.
You heard it. This is the Master Roller, LaRon. Four9 Cigars. Y'all like, follow, stay tuned, and come on out and visit and share the smoke with us.
Share the smoke.
Peace.